You want to hear a sneaker story today? We're going to talk about the Nike Air Max 2 Charles Barkley from 1994. We'll be back after this. The Nike Air Max 2 Charles Barkley's was released in 1994 and worn by Charles Barkley as a member of the Phoenix Suns. The designers at Nike wanted to channel Charles Barkley's game and his personality. The shoe was designed with a straitjacket in mind to capture Charles Barkley's crazy game. All right, we talked about the background of the Nike Air Max 2 Charles Barkley. Let's go ahead and analyze said sneaker. First thing I want to do is orientate you to the toe box. Nothing too significant about the toe box, but if you look at the material, it's almost like a suede, velvety type material, real soft to touch. As this piece goes downward, right at the bottom of the toe box, you can see the shoestrings, and this acts as almost like a pseudo speed lacing, if you will. Transitioning downward, this is what I talked about here. This straitjacket, these little straps. If you look at the back of a straitjacket, you notice these similar straps to keep the people that's, in that capacity from not only harming themselves, but from harming others. And as you can see, the speed lacing right here, I like this material right here. It's a hard plastic, so it's very durable, very functional. So you're out there playing basketball and just wearing them on a regular. Shouldn't be any issues with this plastic cracking. It's a hard plastic, hard material. Again, don't see any significant issues as it relates to cracking. Now we look at the tongue here. I talked about it in the background. You may see the Air Max 2 right there. There's a reason why they're called the Air Max 2. Along these sides right here, the medial sides, this side here and this side over here, there's 25 pounds per square inch, 25 PSI. However, there's only 5 PSI in the Air Max bubble. So your foot is definitely protected by pounds per square inch. Shouldn't have any issues when you're playing basketball in these sneakers. Now, let's talk about the heel tab. Nike loves them some heel tabs, ladies and gentlemen. The heel tab here with the Nike Air in the back. Let's go ahead and traverse this shoe around horizontally. Let's go vertical, down to the sole. Look at that design right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Now you look at the Nike down at the heel, and you can see Nike Air right up in there as well. A beautifully crafted sneaker. This material right here protects your forefoot. It's very hard to touch. It's a very stiff material. So again, when you pivoting and you moving around, I will tell you, it becomes your best friend. So now let's talk about comfort. I will tell you, when you're wearing this Nike Air Max 2, it is comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you have a thick Nike sock on or whatever, the shoe is comfortable. However, I have to no-go Nike on when you putting your foot inside of it. For me, I don't know how it is about y'all, and definitely I want you guys to chime in on the comments. When I put my foot inside this Nike Air Max Charles Barkley, it takes an act of Congress to get my freaking hoof inside of this sneaker. Once it's on, it's great. But god dog, I want to spend 5 hours trying to put this sneaker on. So, Nike, I will no-go you at this station. That is my only issue with this Nike Air Max Charles Barkley. Trying to put this sucker on. All right, let's talk about nostalgic memories. Let's go down memory lane with the Nike Air Max 2. 1994, I was a young Marine down in Marine Corps Logistics Base, Albany, Georgia, right? And there was some flooding going on in Albany, Georgia, and they tasked all the Marines, we were students, tasked all the Marines to go out and help build sandbags to kind of fortify the city because it was flooded. And they said, hey, when you build sandbags, go to the local McDonald's and they will provide you with a free Big Mac. So me and my roommates, we was like, bump that. I ain't helping these cats. So we go to the mall. The mall was, that area wasn't flooded. We go to the mall. We buy sneakers. I bought a pair of Charles Barkley's, but it wasn't these. It was this color right here. And I bought them. So one of my roommates ended up snitching on us saying, hey, they went to the mall, they did this, they went out here helping. So my gunnery sergeant at the end of the day had us all in this pit right in front of his office, full of mud and dirt. I had on Guess jeans, a Guess shirt, and these suckers on right here. Not this colorway, but the colorway I just showed you. Doing mountain climbers, push-ups, all these exercises, that's consistent with correctional training. Oh, I had it. And those shoes were destroyed after that because that mud got up in there. They were dirty, with scratches on it. It was curtains. So whenever I see the Air Max Charles Barkley 1994s, it takes me back. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Nomad Cast, where story time is a pastime. Today we talked about the Nike Air Max 2 Charles Barkleys from 1994. If you were informed in this episode, if you found value with this episode, if you were entertained with this episode, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you again for tuning in. Until we meet again, the Nomad Cast. I'm your host, Mr. Anderson, where story time is a pastime. Charles Barkley is 1994. Dope, man. Dope.